Okay, so it's been a while since I last made a video. And there's been a few reasons for that. But the main reason is I have been struggling with my mental health quite a lot, with my anxiety, and also I have been struggling with depression as well, to the point that I have finally accepted to go on to antidepressants. And I've always kind of sort of been reluctant to take prescription drugs or any form of antidepressants, or because I always felt like that I should find other ways to make myself feel better, because I just thought that antidepressants were just sort of covering up the cracks in my life, and I didn't want to just paper over the problem. I wanted to get to the root of the problem, so I didn't need to be reliant on something else. But it got to the point a month ago that I was really depressed, that I contemplated suicide, and quite a few people were worried for me, and that's when I realised and accepted that I needed help. And it's made me realise and understand more about the emotions that I feel and go through, because in my experience, and I can't speak for anybody else, it may be a common man thing, a male thing, but in my experience, I've been very unintelligent about all the emotions that I experience. For example, I find it very difficult to fully understand when I'm anxious, or when I am frustrated, or when I am depressed, or when I am angry, or when I am fed up, or when I am glum, or when I am happy, or when I am excited. In a way, I could probably just simplify it that I knew when I was happy, or no, if I was excited, for example, if I was comfortable or content, I would just presume that I'm happy. And if I was frustrated and anxious, angry, whatever, I will just put it down to thinking that I'm angry, which is really quite dangerous, because by not knowing when I'm anxious and thinking, that it's anger, and then I'm starting to overthink that. Am I a really angry person? Am I a really dangerous person? Am I violent? Am I a horrible person? When I'm not actually experiencing anger or contempt for other people, or for something that's happened to me, or some injustice, where I may just be feeling a little bit confused or anxious. Well, to be honest, my whole life I have been pretty much confused, because I never understood my emotions. And in the last month, I've really started to think what my emotions are. And now I've thought back at times when I have been anxious, when I've been growing up, and realising where I got it wrong, and where I didn't understand it in the past. For example, a time when I was anxious last year, driving to work, for example, I would have sudden heart palpitations to the point that I feel like I'm having a heart attack. But I'm 28 years old now, and I'm too young to be having a heart attack. I don't have any heart conditions. I mean, I'm autistic. I have dyspraxia, bruxism, so that's where I grind my teeth a lot. Again, a lot to do with the anxiety, and I do that a lot in my sleep. And I have had these feelings, for example, of these, like, where I can feel my heart, even when I'm laying down in bed, when I'm not doing anything, I'm not doing any exercise, and all of a sudden I can feel my heart, and my heart is racing. That's anxiety, but I never knew it was. I thought it was something more sinister or serious, that I've got heart disease, or that I've got a heart condition, or that I'm having a heart attack, when that's not the case. And this made me quite fearful and scared, and I never talk about this because I thought, okay, I need to do some exercise, or I need to do something, or I need to go for a walk or something to move about, when no, it's just anxiety. But since I started to go on these antidepressants a month ago, I haven't had any of these heart palpitations or sudden feelings that I'm thinking, having an oncoming heart attack, for example. The antidepressants that I've been prescribed feels like that it's clicked. Something's clicked in my life, and I wish I had decided to do it many, many years ago, because it's making me function a lot more easier. I still have the issues of autism, where I get overwhelmed, where it becomes too much when I get too much sensory input of noise and lights and information, when I am working very, very hard and I'll need to take a break, like every so often when I need to take one. But the anxiety, which the depression is linked to as well, that is a lot more manageable with the antidepressants that I've been taking. So I feel like, for me, antidepressants work. Now, it's not going to work for everybody, but I feel like that it's a real positive step in the right direction, and I see it as a positive. Yeah, I see it as a positive move, and that's all I've got to say. Obviously, everybody else who suffers from anxiety or depression or even autism, your experiences are going to be unique, and they may differ to mine. But in my case, so far, it is early days, but the antidepressants have really worked for me. And that's all I've got to say for this video. Until I decide to do another one. Bye for now.